dead, knocked over in a bed with a chick 25 years younger than he was.
Disappear when you steal 600 million. They will find you unless they think you're already dead.
So here I've got dead mothers, I've got severed limbs, but it's nothing new.
There was nobody on the bridge.
What happened to Jim?
Wake up, Claire! Jim's dead!
Mess like that, they don't even count body parts.
But give the mob back their money.
Reporters are calling, asking me about my relationship with you and how long I've worked for the mob.
We know you build bombs for the mob, Patrick.
Mobile.
We're tracing a new lead today.
You sound angry.
I'm damn angry. If the mobsters come to Atlantic City, they're dead.
For every $100 Midge made, Susie got 15, and the mob got 30. Now, the mob had sunk their teeth into Susie from the start, so they owned Midge, lock, stock, and barrel, and Joel Maisel wasn't having it.
Yeah, but, Gordon and James, they took down the mob boss and the henchman, and... Oh, damn, Gordon gonna need some help.
Lots kicking, Foxy. Austin, one of Dr. Evil's henchmen has been spotted at the Asahi Sumo Arena.
To verify this, Odious disguised himself as a leper. But when he saw her reflection, he was smitten.
I'm sorry, why the fuck would we go disguised as old men?
I'll be disguised then, wouldn't I?
Yeah, but as a terrorist.
You know, when pigs in the media describe us as terrorists.
We do not negotiate with terrorists. But we do recognize realities.
A special U.S. Army unit is already here and preparing to take out the terrorists.
No army has ever breached the Deeping Wall or set foot inside the Hornburg.
But they don't know our number, and there's no moonlight to betray us.
In my humble opinion, in the nuclear world, the true enemy is war itself.
If this war goes on much longer, I'll forget I ever was a woman.
If I'm wrong, then we're at war. God help us all.
Tell me where Suzanne is. I'll only shoot out one of your eyes.
There have been some reports of gunfire.
Tell me where Suzanne is. I'll only shoot out one of your eyes.
Sniper on the roof, gunfire hit the deck.
You'll be safe from gunfire and most explosives.
You cannot locate the source of the gunfire.
He kills the young lover, he wounds her, and then he drags her home where she escapes.
She escapes, all is lost. Quartermaster.
Costs a fortune, and sooner or later it shits on your head.
You corrupted me with sex and charm, and the longer it takes you to make your fortune, the less sexy and charming you are, honey.
Houdini, the great escape artist.
Like she vanished into thin air.
He got his last wish.
We got to work.
I wish you had more time.
And now I know that only love can truly save the world.
After we kept you awake for 96 hours, you gave us the name of some of your brothers, and you helped save the lives of a lot of innocent people.
Why did you save the teddy? What?
Ever since we got visitors from Krypton, people have been waiting for the next alien invasion.
You wish to save the life of this man?
Yeah. Yes.
Had never publicly acknowledged seeing it until now.
And I suspect that unless the Defense Department proves it.
I suppose you have a pretty good explanation as to what you were doing riding around in an alien spacecraft?
After today's incident in the East Room, the White House is now advising all citizens to board up their homes and prepare for an alien invasion.
They say that the alien spacecraft has taken a big bite out of the Amazon rainforest, leaving a large lake. The deal is that you will be sent up in the space shuttle to intercept an enemy alien spacecraft.
This should facilitate a better view of the interior of the alien spacecraft.
There's an alien war going on and you're gonna shoot me?
No, we didn't. Well, the inside of the van is a volcano.
Upon detonation, every volcano on Earth will erupt.
It won't risk shooting these transformers.
They join forces like the Power Rangers.
With these teenagers, then these teenagers are the Power Rangers.
Did I just hear you say we're Power Rangers?
Yes, you are the Power Rangers.
So the asteroids are outside? For all we know, there are thousands, millions of those asteroids floating around in the cosmos like a virus.
You're thinking of Voltron. Who? Voltron! You're thinking of Voltron!
Our ships have sighted the Millennium Falcon Lord, but it has entered an asteroid field and we cannot risk...
Asteroids do not concern me, Admiral.
Only asteroids, debris.
As uranium atoms split apart and collide, reactivity goes up.
They're pulling me back in the robot, Lacey, please.
Not to mention the fact that whole country's littered with hundreds of tons of radioactive shrapnel from depleted uranium munitions.
It's just so frustrating being in this place and having all this power, and then in the real world I'm nothing but some stupid broken robot.
Is that why you're buying a $45,000 robot when you owe me $6 grand in rent? Because I'm the...
It's a robot.
The real test is to show you that she's a robot and then see if you still feel she has consciousness.
If a robot could genuinely love a person, what responsibility does that person hold toward that mecha in return?
A robot cannot harm a human being.
That robot is not going to harm us.
But doesn't the second law state that a robot has to obey any order given by a human being?
No, not these laws. They're hardwired into every robot.
Right, but the third law states that a robot can defend itself.
A robot simply cannot endanger a human being.
There is a robot in this formation that does not belong.
Murder's a new trick for a robot. Congratulations. Can a robot turn a canvas into a beautiful masterpiece? Can a robot write a symphony? But emotions don't seem like a very useful simulation for a robot.
Face it, with all the rocks you've been looking under to find a bad robot, what are the odds you'd be the guy to find one?
You of all people, Detective, you're not suggesting that this robot be treated as human, are you?
When we were in Lanning's lab before Sonny jumped us.
Sonny.
The robot. Robot said that Lanning was scared.
A robot not bound by those laws could do
anything. What makes your robot so perfect?
Why would he build a robot who could break them?
For God's sake, you have any idea what this one robot could do?
This robot seems to be running on empty.
She's not going to want a robot getting in her way.
I'm a robot, Frank.
You are a robot butler.
Is your daughter politically aligned against robot labor?
So when all humans are extinct, you're not going to start a robot society? How come you didn't have anything to say to that other robot?
The bell sounds, and once again, this little robot has stunned the world.
Now, anyone in your department so much as hinting at the possibility of a killer robot being apprehended by the police will be deemed to be inciting irrational panic.
It's the biggest bank heist in U.S. history. Look it up.
This isn't just a bank heist.
Brand new United Security Bank building on Tender Street at the scene of what appears to be the biggest bank heist in history.
Shit, this ain't a buy, this is a heist, man. Call it in.
2,000 heists a year in this city. He has to pick the wrong one.
Now, he bought it a little later, but had nothing to do with the heist.
The heist of a lifetime.
Authorities have confirmed they have recovered the money stolen from the Charlotte Motor Speedway in what some are calling the Hillbilly Heist.
Whoever convinced Talbot to take part in the heist just killed him to keep him quiet.
As the Spider-Man attempted to foil their heist, a powerful blast was set off, slicing through the bodega across the street.
Heist movies are usually about smart heists, not ones that crash and burn.
The switch car is ready, but you want me to hit the long stay parking structure at Hartsfield Jackson to get a heist vehicle that stays colder longer?
The heist?
Oh, yes, of course. The heist. Who else?
Say.
And these are the guys that Jimmy put together for what turned out to be the biggest heist in American history. The Lufthansa heist.
Okay. I heard a rumor about a heist in Venice. 35.
You must know what I know about the heist.
Oh, what do you know?
Claire will pull some impossible heist and leave you looking like fools, just like she did to me.
And why would Weinstein kill an FBI agent in the middle of a bank heist?
Since you're going to be running this place someday, you need to learn how things are done.
Got a lot of offspring running around, brother.
I'm teaching summer school. You can't be running up and down the street after your brothers all day long.
Nearly got away from me. Us.
Just some crazy other Mike running around. It's nothing. Turn the lights off. Keep it running.
The other two got caught. He got away with.
Happily you may catch her to the sea.
Now I'd happily fuck you.
It's my last day, the guy.
So it's safe to say today's your last day in town and we'll never see your fat fucking face again.
I don't know. Today was his last day.
My last day on the job.
You know, being the last day and all.
Dust thou art, and unto dust thou shalt return, until the Lord raises you up on the last day.
I'll take you back to your truck, but you're gonna have to do this whole body snatcher jamboree without me.
It means body snatcher.
I didn't. This great kingdom you carved out of England could be lost.
We found body parts out on Mesa Luna Road.
In addition, on the victim's back, we were told the killer carved out a sign of the Zodiac.
Crisis he went through, Al's body parts are showing they're healing at different rates.
If you start digging up body parts to make a monster, you're on your own.
And why can't I get that neat stack of body parts out of my head? He's recreating my past with Tony Tucci's body parts.
I've been counting the body parts and typing the blood.
and it's all B positive.
Birth from the body parts matches the grave site.
It's strange that a heart surgeon has roommates and that he's slugging it out in an alleyway with a junkie. I thought you were a heart surgeon.
Well, there's a lot more cannibalism in this country than any of you realize.
Are killing people everywhere. Cannibalism.
I mean, if you're a minority, or worse, an immigrant from an Arab country, civil rights don't apply at all.
And if it means civil war, then let it come.
Murder and cannibalism are morally acceptable.
His great-grandpa was some sort of Confederate soldier who made his slaves fight with him in the Civil War.
The civil rights binder I have opened, and it's got some great stuff in it.
According to a devastating report by Global Witness, these stones are being used to purchase arms and finance civil war.
All civil liberties go hand in hand.
I heard something about a civil rights thing with Oprah or something.
Did the Civil Liberties Union provide you with an attorney at that time?
Well, I say spread the wealth around and keep the peace.
I wanted to lose it all. My wealth, my estate, my sanity.
This whole civil rights issue.
This day, this very day, 10,000 pounds of your hoarded wealth are gone in one great crash.
Dr. Martin Luther King, the apostle of nonviolence in the civil rights movement, has been shot to death in Memphis, Tennessee.
It is the habits of wealth that I fear.
Of course, by then much of my wealth was portable, so...
I don't think my father's wealth brings you much joy.
There is nothing on which it is so hard as poverty, and yet there is nothing it condemns with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
And he is guilty of having confused the love of poverty with the blind destruction of wealth and property.
Perhaps the vast wealth of our people now lies unprotected.
He liquidated most of his wealth a few years ago to buy some industrial properties around airports, chemical plants, rail yards.
Bring us honor, wealth, and good familiars.
The acquisition of wealth is no longer the driving force in our lives.
India has many men with too much wealth.
This is the imposthume of much wealth and peace that inward breaks, and shows no cause without why the man dies.
Wealth of this world isn't in the ground, it's all around us.
Young men, wealth?
Will use their confiscated wealth to establish hundreds of thousands of free Negro farmers, and at their side, soldiers armed to occupy and transform the heritage of traitors.
The suffering of the many must never again be the foundation for the wealth of the few.
Our founders realized that they could channel that wealth and influence for the greater good.
I'm standing in a section of tunnel that was converted into an air raid shelter during World War II.
Literally wrapped in wealth and technology that he was unfit to wield.
It is the summit of this great wealth, bestowing power upon he who bears it.
I just got back from the war.
Left one war zone to join another.
Yeah. They fought this kind of war before.
If we win this war, a lot of things will change.
There's about 500 stand of arms in it.
Have both arms raised above your head. Look at his arms. He loves that shit more than he loves us.
There were so many bodies washed up on the shore. The Coast Guard complained they couldn't cope.
I need a cigarette to cope with this sort of scenery.
Your brain is a body part.
Well, by your definition, that's somebody else's body part going up here, you know. So that makes it gay, right? Hold on now. No.
I took a shower washing every body part with actual soap.
Used to house items of religious significance. Most commonly a finger or some other body part from a saint.
I call out the body part, and you try to hit it.
Okay.
Which body part do you need the least?
What is life but a teardrop in the eye of infinity?
Hey, Turk, if you ever donate a body part to me, you know which one I'd want?
How many men do you think they killed with bullets and blades?
You gonna get your ass killed, you dumb motherfucker.
Guns. You know, the bartender, Kobe, who got killed with Jed, his father's a second lieutenant in the Marines. He's a crazy motherfucker.
You just let us know when we get to the spot where Baines was killed.
They would have killed me once I had all that coke on the boat.
If you think you are about to be captured, you use it.
Target is captured.
We need to reopen negotiations.
And now to return the favor.
And to this dust